How about you, Ruth? What did
Yes, exactly. That's what happened to me too.
you got hauled out by a truck? Do you remember? Was it a military vehicle or was it?
Yes, it was an army truck.
It was an army truck.
And it was amazing when we went north because our street was okay, but we went north just a couple, probably on your street, and we were pushing. You know how high the army trucks are, and we were pushing ice up over the hood of that truck.
Oh, good grief. All right, let's see. Muriel, how did you evacuate?
After we finally got from our house to Markison's, then we stayed there overnight, and then the next morning we were evacuated by an army truck up to the rec center, and then to Twin Valley.
Did that truck have to drive through any water?
Oh yeah, we were pushing water down the main street there for a ways too.
Okay. But you had an Army National Guard vehicle,
National Guard vehicle
took you out.
And they took us. Well, then Muriel Rsmusson was driving the school bus from the rec center to Borup, or to Twin Valley, and that's how we got to Twin Valley.
Oh, by a school bus.
By school bus, yeah.
Oh, fancy digs, huh? And Marlene, how did you evacuate?
Well, we got evacuated. A school bus came and got us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went up to the rec center, and then they said that we had to evacuate Ada. So we went to Borup and stayed there overnight. And then my son came in the next day and took us down to my sister's in West Fargo.
And we were there about 2 weeks, you said?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. What was the scariest part that you remember?
Getting Roy out of the house and getting into our car, and we couldn't get in the car, so went back in the house and phoned over to Markison's, and one of the Markison boys came and got us in. But I didn't even know if we were going to make it back to Markison's because it was storming so bad at that time.
That was the scariest part.
Yeah, it really was.
Do you remember the scariest part, Marlis?
Well, I knew too it was storming, and I didn't know how I was going to get into place, and the water was coming up. It was up on 3rd Street, and I lived on 1st Street.
So that
Or
was
5th Street, I mean. I was just,
It
was on 3rd Street, 5th Street. I was going to those.
What was the scariest part for you, Ruth, that you...
I wonder, you wondered what are we going to come back to?
Yeah.
Because as we drove down the streets of Ada that Monday morning, it looked so terrible. It was,
Did anybody see the ice when everything was frozen?
yes, and that's what
That's what you remember, because it looked so strange, because there was like vehicles, like strange, just, it looked like another planet, didn't it?
It did.
Looked so strange.
It was kind of different getting into that army truck too, though. But we got, it was a lot of people in there already when they picked us up the last. And there was a dog and a couple dogs in the cages, and everything was filled with people. And I thought, are we going to the army camp someplace? What's going on here?
And we got to Twin Valley, and we smelled coffee and toast.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'd gone to heaven.
At the schoolhouse there, yeah.
Oh, it was warm, it was warm. Oh, man, all good. And on the bus that morning, there was a little girl sitting, we were in the very back, and she was ahead of us. And I saw her, and the bus windows were so frosty, you couldn't see out of them.
Because it was so cold. It was really cold.
Was. And she scratched in the frost, help us. And then I cried.
You said Twin Valley. That's something we should be grateful for, too. Was this at the church, or was this at the school?
The school. And we were,
And the church.
people who worked there were so pleasant. They said, oh, come in. Oh, man.
And they served us 3 meals a day, every day, at the church.
We only stayed there that morning.
Oh, no,
Our
we were
daughter
there,
came,
so long, and they
we
fed
went
us
to
3 meals a day, every day.
Yeah.
Because I know I spent one night in the Borup Fire Hall.
Okay.
But Borup, so it was like the area communities really pitched in to help us.